for original scene designers and original character designers, and even older practitioners about painting. Perspective is an inevitable issue. The perspective is worthy of researchers. If we try to detail the perspective, we will say a lot. It covers lots of knowledge as much as a book. But only 4 kinds will be used in game and original painting. It's 1, 2, and 3 point perspective, and the fixed perspective with 45 degrees, which is actually the fake perspective. It has no vanishing point. Games like Fantasy West Virginia and West Virginia Online are applied with 45 degree mixed perspective, and it is a fake and not existing one and can be seen by eyes. Speaking less of this, let's talk about 3 basic perspectives with vanishing points, and also the 45 degree perspective. Some of you may know lots about the principle of these 3 perspectives. Or even major in painting related subjects, or just change to this field. If you learn about this, please follow me to review it. If not, please listen carefully about what I say next. It's not hard but important for painting character and scenes. It is what we must learn about. First, we come to the 1 point perspective. The point for 1 point perspective is the vanishing point. Let's exemplify it with painting. There is a vanishing point. Let's use red to mark the vanishing point and vanishing lines. To present the perspective relation. Look at this picture. In this picture, there is only one vanishing point. Its vanishing lines converge into 1 point. So this kind of perspective is called 1 point perspective. This is an example of 1 point perspective. We could draw numerous objects according to this point. There will be an overlap here. We could paint a lot without end. What is the application of 1 point perspective in the scene? I just mentioned it simply. This will be detailed in the following lessons of short language. How do different perspective and layout affect the shot and moods? When the vanishing lines converge to 1 point like this, your point of view will be led to this point only. And all creatures' point of view is a point and in one direction. There is a common habit for people that they will be easily attracted by guides. The one-point perspective will lead the view to the distance. No matter what is nearby, characters or buildings. Or anything else, and no matter how many they are, people will only notice the area about the vanishing point. For example, in a movie applied with one-point perspective, there is a character here. And we'll spot this character at the first time. No matter how far he is, as long as we could see him, we'll notice him because he is standing at the area of vanishing point. We naturally notice him. In a word, we could show audience what we want to show. Then comes to the two-point perspective. Of course, it means that it has two vanishing points. Let's exemplify it. Similarly, I will mark 2 points here. In the horizon line, draw some lines in this direction. Then, connect the cross point separately and form it into a box. Through inspecting, when there is only 2 vanishing points in this picture, there's definitely a perspective relation. Then, in this space, all objects must obey the principle of two-point perspective. Through the examples of perspectives, you may find that we could use these vanishing lines to stimulate a fake perspective. To stimulate a three-dimensional space only with lines. This is the charm of perspective. This space could be created without light and shadow. Characters, volume changes, and structures. But with the help of vanishing lines created by point, we could easily build boxes in the foreground, middle ground, and background to form such a sense of space. The second attribute of perspective is this. What is the first one? It's the lead of view. The second one is the space expansion. Also the layers. That's two-point perspective. How is three-point perspective? It has 3 vanishing points. You could place these 3 vanishing points anywhere in the picture. We could draw 2 points on the horizon line similarly. And create a vanishing point above or below this line. Similarly, let's repeat this operation. Create radiations with one point of these two as the end point. The same operation for another one. After finishing it, choose this as a benchmark. Let's create a box inside it. This space may be pressed into a flat one, but its perspective is working well. Adjust it. As we could see, this is an example 3-point perspective with 3 vanishing points. The perspective like this. Draw more boxes and analyze later. Draw 2 boxes. What does the perspective want to show us? With 2-point perspective presenting the space expansion. 3-point, one is of the same function, but present the relationship more than one between x and y axis. When putting these two in a picture, you may find there is a sense of pressure in the 3-point perspective one. This sense of pressure comes from the height. 3-point one does not present the sense of space expansion. It presents more like a height. When painting grand buildings and spectacles, it is suitable for you to choose 3.1 as the benchmark. It is suitable to present grand spectacles. Similarly, if we put this point below the line, flip the point, with one vanishing point below the horizon line. Now it presents the depth. Instead of height. Because this line is continuously downward, we could see more faces under. Just like some matte paintings. The character will stand at the peak of this mountain. Tip of the tower or the spaceship to overview the land. It will be the point of view like this. This perspective is suitable for us to present height and depth. Let me write down the function of 3.1. Based on these 3 perspectives, we could, we could find in almost all movie scenes the application, the shots of these 3 perspectives. Okay, time limited. I will not take some for examples. I tend to use these perspectives to practice painting. After practicing, we can have a better understanding of them. It is of no use for us to appreciate those perspective examples, because we are aimed at painting and this is a painting course, rather than appreciation lesson, which is also necessary. Let's have a bonus practice now. There are some not existing perspectives in this world. We have mentioned the 45-degree perspective. What does it mean? That is to say, the vanishing lines are all parallel. Now create a grid. Rotate and deform it as if it is 45 degrees in the reality. 45 degrees comes from the cameras of three-dimension softwares. This grid is also rendered from that either. What we paint is not so accurate. Enlarge this grid and paint a box on it. All lines are parallel. You can't find a vanishing point. That is the basic feature for 45-degree perspective.